How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting. Welcome back to Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, second chapter. So, we're back here, and I've jumped through all the hoops to get pretty much every mission done so far. There's always hidden mission potential, but, so far I feel like we've done good. Some of you brought in some things that I've been bringing up, which is unfortunate, so just to catch everyone up to speed. The third chapter of the book series that I was actually really interested in looking for, you apparently had to talk to Oliver twice on the ride over to get, so that's unfortunate because I can't get that anymore. Also, while I did test the barrel of the gun, I could get bonus points if I did 15 combats instead of 10. I should always remember to be an overachiever, not just check the box. But other than that, it seems like everything went relatively smoothly, including apparently the conversation we had with the guy in the tunnels underneath the city on our way to fight the monsters down there. That whole thing about the shadowy guy dressed in black with shades on, apparently was a bit of a bonus thing. So that's going to be cool. So yeah, we'll see about all that. But anyway, other than that, we're pretty much ready to just jump right back into it. We've done all these basic missions. There's nothing else posted on the board, so unless there's just something I just completely missed, we're going to go start the investigation into the earthquake. So it means we're probably going to get a lot more plot right now, so that'll be nice. Because last week was fun to play, but it definitely was a shorter video because it was just endless combat, really. There wasn't a whole lot to show besides just that, so yeah, we're gonna do that and probably come back and be able to continue our exploration and expansion of the plot and character development. And at some point, we're gonna explore the tower. I don't know if it'll be today, but if it's not today, it'll probably be next week. So yeah, looking forward to all of that. But yeah, just a double, triple check, make sure there's nothing on the board. We're all good to go. I'm misclicking like crazy. Right. I keep trying to do WASD. Been using those recently, so that's the problem. Anyway, yeah, well, let's just jump right into it. All right, Wolf Fort is past the tower, so we got to go through the fields and then past the tower itself. I'm going crazy. I feel like the map feels really zoomed in. It's not. It looks normal, but for some reason right now, I'm feeling really oh Jesus, that stupid thing again, a giant cobra of death. I feel like the map feels really zoomed in for me. Honestly, I could be getting sick. I've been feeling off all day, and the screen can make me feel a little woozy, and already it's kind of kicking off really strong right now, so we'll see. I mean, it shouldn't affect my ability to play the game, but it might mean I'm just not having as much fun as normal. A Zerum powder. I'm surprised you guys actually did a surprise attack. You have activated the staring contest. We're gonna lose that one. Softening balm. You already looted this chest, you might have forgotten, but do you think you just came waltzing back and apologize? Oh, okay, this is the fort. It didn't seem like there's a sign, but okay. And here's Wolf Fort. It's really peaceful here. Guess we don't need to worry about Calvard invading us or stealing our puppies or something, huh? Quite a difference compared to Sanktheim Gate. Of course, unlike my glorious fatherland, Calvard and Liberl are easy friends. And Erebani has done nothing to deserve a different. I imagine a relationship with Calvard has something to do with it, although beyond the gate is a mountain pass that would be difficult for a full army to pass through. That's why the gate is so small as well, as I recall. Ah yes, far different from the Sanktheim Gate, which faces onto a great open road. The hell's with the chickens, though? It's embarrassing. Whatever. Let's get to asking some questions. We should probably say hi to whoever's in charge first. Right. Chicken! Oh, you actually can chase them. Oh, you get fresh eggs for chasing the chickens. Well, I guess at least one. Doesn't make sense. Chickens don't run and carry eggs inside them running around. They just lay them in the night, but okay. I mean, if they do have one in them, that's bad. It's like, that could actually kill them. Let's talk. Well, welcome. As you can see, we're a completely ordinary bar. Please make yourself at home. Let's see, what do you got? Foul magma roast. Okay. And we'll go ahead and rest since we took silly damage getting ambushed by a squirrel. Wouldn't that be terrifying if walking around, you could get ambushed by a wild squirrel and it could send you to the hospital? Hey, how's it going? If you want to pass through, they'll be processing in the building on the other side. Just ask the guy on duty on the inside. He should stamp you guys right through, right quick. Kinda wish we could. It'd be fun to go to a different nation. I understand why we won't, but it'd be cool to go to, Calvard. Ugh. Hairy weather today, huh? I remember, yeah, that's right. Everyone here is always super sleepy. Like, they're very lackadaisical. You're the Bracers Guild, called about, right? Here to investigate the earthquake, from what Miss Killica said on the phone. Oh, yeah, that's right. Wow, I keep forgetting how, thorough Killica is. She even keeps us on our toes every now and then. Anyway, we'll do everything we can to help. Cheers. To start with, how about you explain exactly how the earthquake went down? Well, let's see. The earthquake happened 3 days ago, roughly 1700 hours. The quake itself wasn't all that strong and it only lasted 10 seconds. Still though, earthquakes rarely happen around here. Some of my men were spooked, let me tell you. The part that spooked me though? Once I contacted command at Lestian Fortress to report. They told you that no other part of the region you had experienced an earthquake, yes? Exactly right, miss. And it wasn't just Lestian. Even Sanktheim Gate didn't feel anything, and they're practically up the darn road. I called in Zeiss and Elmo, learned they'd felt nothing either. It's like Killica said. Speaking of which, did you hear what there was an earthquake in Zeiss today? Yeah, I heard about that. And that's the thing, we didn't feel so much as a wobble. Localized earthquakes that only strike small, specific areas. Not what you'd call the most natural thing in the world. Well, that covers the quake. Anything else happen that caught your attention aside from that? Like, did you see anyone strange? No, I've heard no meaningful reports from my men. It's possible they saw something so minor they didn't feel the need to report it immediately, though. Feel free to ask some questions, maybe jog their memories a bit. Sure, thanks, sir. Let's go talk to the gate guards. All right. So we got the basic information, and the nice thing is we even have an interesting description. I don't know if that's gonna factor into the conversations here. What, did you need something? Yeah, we're with the Bracers Guild. We'd like to help with our investigation. I don't mind, but please keep it short. Estelle explained if anything suspicious had happened before or after the earthquake. Earthquake? You mean the one 3 days ago? Yeah, the day the earthquake happened, just a normal day. If anything suspicious had happened, I would report it long ago. I see. Seems this was a swing and a miss. Is that all you needed? Yeah, that's plenty. Sorry to disturb your work. No problem. We're on the job after all, aren't we? Well then, if you'll excuse me. I wonder if it's going to be a back and forth thing, kind of like the investigation at the hotel, where as we get more information, we can ask more relevant questions. What's up? Wait. Wow, excuse me. We're from the Bracers Guild. I hope we're not disturbing you, but could you answer some questions? Oh, sure. Estelle asks the soldier about the odd things that might have seen while the earthquake happened. Odd things, huh? Well, I was checking the light blocking abilities of my hat when the quake hit. Thought the chief was yelling at me at first. But nope, didn't see anyone around. I mean, thought it was a prank at first, not an earthquake. Wasn't really all that strong. This isn't so much a strange occurrence as it is an admission that you're awful at your job. But to sleep standing, that's a rare skill, Estelle. I, however, can consume an entire full-course meal while asleep on a sofa. Why the hell are you trying to brag about that? So, was there anything else you can remember at all? Actually, Henning said he saw something weird, but... Something weird? Well, it was the day before the earthquake, mind you. One of the other guards here, Henning, asked if anyone had passed through the gate. I was told if I hadn't seen anyone, he just shook his head. Well, that's curious. Wonder what that was about. He might be able to tell us something. Let's go find this Henning guy. I wonder if that's the guy on the roof I just talked to, but let me just double check up in here. I wasn't paying attention to names. Oh, here he is. Oh, hello, what is it? Hey, we're from the Bracers Guild. We got a couple questions about the earthquake a few days back. Oh, yeah, gotta say it was a surprise. First time I'd ever been in an earthquake. I had no idea what was going on. So, what'd you want to know? The thing is, we talked to Brom and... Estelle explained what they'd heard from Brom. Oh, right, that. Yeah, I did ask him about that. You asked if someone had passed through the gate? Yeah, let me explain. So 4 days ago, I just finished my watch when I was going off duty. Just as I was leaving, though, I saw a weird man coming up the road. A weird man? Was it a man garbed in white with a mask, perchance? A mask? No, he wasn't that weird. It was a tall guy wearing a black suit. He also had these black glasses on. Black glasses? Those could be sunglasses, right? Yeah. They're plenty rare still, so it's likely the same guy. Sunglasses, huh? Anyway, just before I went on a break, I saw him come up the road. Most of the travelers who pass by here stop at the bar, so I figured I'd see him inside. I take it he didn't. Yeah, that's the thing. He didn't show, so I asked for him, and he said nobody passed through. He's a lazy slob, but he ain't so bad at his job he just let a stranger pass through without checking. Perhaps he had business at your barracks. You may have spoken to your commander, for example. See, I was pretty curious about that point and asked the commander. And he said nobody had been in there during the time period either. So I have to wonder what happened to the guy I saw. Oh, I wonder if this is going to be another case where there's a secret, like, underground facility, like, buried underneath a current facility. Because that's the same thing with the masked dudes, that he found it underneath the school. So I wonder if underneath the gate there could be another, like, you know, underground building that they just don't even know about. Doesn't seem like he came through though. Okay, this is really suspicious. We should tell Killica about this. Yeah, no question. Thanks for sharing all this with us. Hey, my pleasure. I feel better having gotten it off my chest. Before we take off though, we are going to just double check and talk to everyone. May I have a moment? Sure, what is it? So we were at the Bracers Guild. We'd like your help with an investigation a little, if you can anyway. No problem. Not like I have any customers anyway. Estelle asked if anything odd had happened before or after the earthquake. Sorry, I can only remember the earthquake itself. Heck of a surprise it was. When it suddenly hit, I was like, rah! I was so shocked. So there was nothing that caught your attention before or after the earthquake? Nothing particularly different from norm, no. I mean, I was in this bar the whole time, so it wouldn't be a whole lot of could happen. Oh, yeah, of course. Doesn't seem like there are any leads to follow here. Sorry I couldn't be more help. Don't worry about it. Thanks for all your cooperation. Maybe the chicken saw something. Do you see anything? No. Let's go talk to the guy on the roof just in case. Putting aside the earthquake, don't you think anything else happened? Did anything suspicious happen to report it long ago? Okay. So nothing new there. Hello again. Were my men helpful? Actually, yeah. Estelle told Pace about the man in sunglasses. So Hemming saw a suspicious man. I don't think he had something to do with an earthquake, but he sounds suspicious regardless. I'll report this to Commander Lestian at least. Yeah, thanks. Alright, that about wraps it up. Let's get back to Killica and tell her what we know. Alright. Sweet. Nothing else to do yet, so let's go back. Oh, apparently something's happening. Hey, you lot! Good, I made it in time. Huh? What do you mean? Has something happened? I contacted Lestian about what we talked about previously and heard something surprising. I figured it was up to me to let you all know. Surprising what now? Wait, don't tell me. Yeah. There was just an earthquake at the Sanktheim Gate. What? Oh my gosh. Hearing this, Estelle's group rushed to Sanktheim Gate. It's not even letting me do it. Oh my gosh. Whoa, it messed this up bad, actually. So the earthquakes are getting a lot worse. What the hell's with you fool bracers? Can't you see we're in the middle of a cleanup after the earthquake? If you have a nose around, I prefer you do it later. Sorry, sir, but this is our job. We won't get in the way of the cleanup. Do you mind if we do a little questioning? HQ hadn't ordered it. I'd tell you what to clear out. Got some urgent business to take care of. You can get the details from my second-in-command warrant officer, Talbot. He's in storage area over there cleaning up. Okay, we'll talk to him. Thanks. Just make darn sure you don't interfere with any of the actual work going on here. Now, if you'll excuse me. What a pleasant fellow. Oh, it really is kind of bad here. You think we should help out a little? I mean, just to be friendly? To be honest, I'd keep your hand to yourselves. This is a military facility, remember? There may be secret documents or something scattered around that we aren't supposed to see. Oh yeah, good point, I guess. Still, this is quite a bit more damage than the city's ice earthquake, isn't it? That didn't cause nearly as much of a mess. The ferocity of the quake should be a primary line of inquiry then, as well as asking about our mystery man.
Yeah, that guy in the sunglasses. Well, first things first. Let's talk to the second in command guy.
Ah, here he is. Crap, this is gonna be such a pain to clean up. Dell will have my hide if it isn't on my nightfall, though.
Excuse me. Sorry to disturb you.
Huh? And you are? Estelle and company introduced themselves as bracers and explained they're investigating the earthquake. I see. Thanks for your concern, even if Dale doesn't share my thanks. So you want to know about the situation was like before when the earthquake happened, right? Yeah, as much detail as you can give us. Understood. The earthquake began roughly at 1300 hours, 2 hours ago. The earthquake lasted about 30 seconds and was strong enough to knock down big piled up boxes.
Why? Wait, so compared to the quake at Wolfport?
Oh. Fetch me. I think it lasted the same. I think it was, like, I think the shaking was stronger, but I don't think it lasted longer. I think they said it was about 30 seconds last time, too. Yes, that's true. But it shook for longer, too, I think. Dang it! And there was that one in the city. That one fell right about the middle, I guess. Meaning that the quakes are getting more powerful each time.
That's, kind of bad, isn't it?
The situation does seem to be worsening. But there's natural occurrences. I don't see how we could stop them. I don't suppose the Bracers Guild has any ideas?
Well, we're not really sure yet, but we are, pursuing a few leads. Speaking of which, did anything weird happen before or after the earthquake? Like, were there any suspicious people walking around?
Suspicious people, hmm? Come to think of it, Chesley mentioned something about a strange man yesterday. He's claiming he's cleaning the roof if you want to hear the details from him. Cleaning on the roof, right? Thanks.
Thanks for helping us out, sir.
Not at all. Good luck. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Oh well. Brings me great joy to say no one was injured. Every cloud is a silver lining. That sure was a big earthquake. Haven't felt anything like that in a long time. One way or another, I've got some cleaning up to do. Might as well get started. What a mess, right? Okay, we already talked to you. No matter how much I clean, it never ends. I hate it. Oh, this is a disaster. No way I can keep business open with cleaning up without cleaning up a little first. This guy climbed the top of a wall and the earthquake hit. He was shocked by the shaking, he almost fell. Had the earthquake been any stronger, he might have really fallen. At least you're lucky you're lucky in one way, Anton. Okay, so by the way, so people said that I mixed up this guy. So Anton was like trying to like scope out girls in the middle of the capital and just kind of did something really creepy, I guess. The guy I was thinking of was like Astian or something, a different name that had the same letter and uses the same exact sprite, who was like traveling with his girlfriend around Ruan and was like setting up to propose. Apparently he does successfully propose, and then this guy is just kind of like on his own path. So I apologize for that mix-up. Boy, that was crazy. I almost fell. I bet that was. Who are you guys?
You're Private Chelsea, right?
We're with the Bracers Guild. Mind if we ask you about the earthquake that happened a little bit ago? Estelle's group asked about the suspicious man Chesley saw. Oh, right, that guy from yesterday. I don't know if he had anything to do with the earthquake, but as I see a tall man with black sunglasses around.
I knew it.
It must be the same man seen at Wolf Fort. Sir, did you see what this man was doing? Well, he seemed like the kind of tourist, really. Looked at the scenery for a bit, then came down. He sort of caught my attention since you don't see glasses like his often. He didn't say anything to me and walked off, though. Didn't have a chance to talk to him.
Okay. Did anyone else see the guy, maybe?
You know, that's where it gets weird thinking about it. I brought the guy up at dinner since he was kind of weird, but practically no one had even seen the guy. The only one who remembered seeing him was Tammy, who works in the mess hall. Unlike the Wolf Fort, this gate sees quite a bit of traffic. And yet, despite this, there were only 2 witnesses. How wonderfully spooky. All the more reason to see what the girl has to say. You said Tammy's in the mess hall, right?
Thanks, Chesley. You were a big help.
No problem. And yeah, she should be in the mess hall. Good luck with your investigation. All right. Well, we got a bit more of a lead. So it's almost like he comes and plants something and then leaves and the earthquake happens. Because like each day he appears like the day before the earthquake. So not sure how he's accomplishing that, but maybe he's leaving the device behind, or somehow he can activate it and it leads to a delayed response, which is, either case, very interesting. The delayed response is the scarier one.
Oh, I'll clean again, thank the goddess.
Hey, you're Tammy, right? We're from the Bracers Guild.
You mind if we ask you a couple questions?
Estelle's party asked Tammy about the man in sunglasses she saw.
Oh, him, yeah. I passed by him on the second floor of the hallway yesterday. I think he was coming down off from the roof.
That would match what our soldier friend said, yes. Did you exchange any words when you passed?
Well, I did say hello. He just kind of grinned in response and said, yo. Oh, just thinking about it makes me all tingly again. He was so wild.
Oh my gosh. Didn't she have a crush on like every guy? She mentioned Joshua, and I think she even talked about a different guy too.
Wild. So what, like a guy here?
What's that supposed to?
The guy was a bit taller than your friend. He had his dark suit, but opened real casual at the chest, right? He looked amazing in it. Oh, and he was wearing a pair of black gloves, I think. So, sunglasses, dark suit, black gloves. Right. This guy might as well be wearing a sign on his head saying, I am sinister, be suspicious of my evil ways. Oh, I wouldn't say suspicious. He had a sense of danger about him. You know, the danger, tough guy charm, right? Right. Anyway, so you just passed by and said hi, didn't see him afterwards, right? Yeah, unfortunately. I chased after him a little bit. I thought we could get to know each other, or anyway, I lost track of him in a weird way. In a weird way? How so? It'll be easier to show you. Follow me. Excuse me, Sanders. Can I step out for a moment?
Yeah, go ahead. Just get back before dinner rush. Oh, secret passage.
So, this is where I passed him, right here. He went walking in this direction. I turned to follow him after a moment, figuring I'd chat with him, right? Okay. When I turned, I saw that door over there closing. So I thought he must have stepped out. Here's my chance to talk to him before he leaves, so I followed him, but... By the time I screwed up my courage and came out, he was nowhere to be seen. In other words, I lost him, but I lost him here. Lost? But wait a sec! How is that possible? This is a dead end, isn't it? Yeah, and there's no way he could have jumped down from this height, right? So I figured I made a mistake and he went elsewhere. I looked all over Sanktheim for him, but I never saw him. Kinda makes me want to jump off in the end there. I missed my chance.
Aw, you poor kitten. If it would please you, I could help you forget such lesser men.
Knock it off! No one deserves that kind of trauma.
Anyway, we have a pretty good idea what happened. Thanks. Sorry we had to drag you out here.
You're welcome. So, is he some kind of wanted man? A super skilled, cold-blooded assassin on the run from the Bracers Guild? I don't know about that, but he's definitely a dangerous guy. Look, if you see him again, don't go near him, okay? Trust me. But he's so cool. Oh well. Anyway, got some things to prepare, so excuse me. Keep up the good work, everyone.
What a strange girl. She's a memorable one.
There's no way you could have jumped down from this height, huh? Estelle, does that remind you of anyone? Yeah.
Yeah.
The silver-haired monster who jumped off the top of Grancel Castle we know as Lawrence. The other one like him, I think they could have jumped from here and survived.
Yeah, don't think there's any doubt about who our sunglasses guy is now. Another enforcer of Ouroboros, just like the Phantom Thief then. No doubt about it. We're definitely done investigating. Let's get back to the guild house. Is it gonna teleport me there? No. Okay, so I was wondering if there might be a secret passage, but I guess, yeah, we have seen plenty of evidence that Ouroboros, for whatever reason, have the ability to jump from like great heights, and even in the cutscenes it looks like long distances. It must be a type of orbment that we just don't have access to. Let's go check out with Talbot and everything. Oh, finally finished cleaning. Now then, time to go check up on the other sections. Oh, did you need something? Quite busy. Don't get in the way, please. Alright, I guess we got everything. Right, let's go talk to Kilika, because this is getting a whole lot more interesting and very scary. Alright, before we go into the Bracers Guild, I'm going to theory craft just a little bit. Just getting my thoughts out there, because I on the way back I was thinking a bit. So, here's my reasoning. Why would they be testing these earthquakes? So obviously they're trying to get more efficient, more power out of them. They're getting successful. So what would they actually want to be targeting? Because they also are trying to brush off the idea that these are localized phenomena, something that's like happening naturally, which is trying to deflect, you know, suspicions. So what is it around here that they would target, and maybe specifically target structures that are made of strong material like stone? So like they target a gate, they target the city, they target another gate. Well, there's only a couple other targets in the area they could be considering. I don't think it's going to be the tower. That doesn't make any sense for a target. The only two places of note that are around still is the hot springs and the fortress. And I think the fortress is their ultimate goal. The hot springs might be the next place that gets hit as the final test, which just sucks because it could break the entire place. And then a final like super big earthquake for the fortress as a kind of like pseudo attack on like the fortress itself. Or it's even a preparation for a future attack on the fortress at a later date. I do think that the fortress is their ultimate goal. Not only is it like a stronghold that, like, if you could crack it in half, would be very debilitating to the nation as a whole, but it's also where they have a lot of their prototype technology, like the Araceli. If they could take that out of commission, that's a pretty devastating blow to the nation's security. So I think that's kind of what their ultimate goal would be, is the Araceli and taking out the fortress. So not sure if that's exactly where it's going to go or if that's where it's going to end eventually, but so far that's my line of thinking I wanted to share. So now let's go make our report. Hey! Whoa, what are those things?
Tita, Professor, what are you doing here? Oh, Estelle, Agat.
Ah, perfect timing. We finished investigating the earthquake, so what are these hunks of junk? Junk? How rude. These are the little things I promised you earlier.
We can get to that in a moment. First, you did, I assume, investigate the Sanktheim Gate earthquake. I'd like to hear what you discovered, both there and at the Wolf Fort.
Right, so Estelle reported what they had learned at the fort, the gate, and the city. So the earthquakes grow stronger with each occurrence, eh? This is quite serious, assuming the rate of growth, as you described, is constant.
Yeah. One even stronger than the Sanctum one hitting a city would be really, really bad. And the man in sunglasses seen all three locations. I would say it all but certain the man is an agent of Ouroboros. Given that, I think helping Professor Russell's experiment is our best interest.
An experiment? What's with this junk? Precisely so. These septium vein measuring instruments I developed years ago. When placed properly in the ground, they can monitor the flow of a septium vein in real time.
I know I always ask these questions, but what are a septium vein? These huge veins of septium ore that run beneath the surface of the earth. The energy flows along them slowly moves the surface.
In distant past, they were referred to as both earth veins and spirit veins. And I believe in the distant east they are currently called dragon veins, no?
Very knowledgeable, just so. The people of the east have built their greatest cities in places where dragon veins converge since time immemorial. The idea has been to gather the energy of the land and use it to give strength to the nation.
Oh, okay then. I learned something.
So these devices can stop earthquakes then?
No, I'm afraid not. They will only monitor the flow passively. However, one leading theory is that earthquakes are caused in part by septium veins flowing beneath the earth. If we monitor the veins, therefore, we may be able to discover something about what's causing these blasted quakes.
I see. That means we need to make sure to set them up before another earthquake occurs.
Right. And 3 devices means 3 places you have in mind, right, Gramps? I do. Take a look at the map. Okay. So, I need you kids to set these up at 3 locations around the region. Firstly, on the northern Trat Plains, where the stone circle is specifically. Alright, I remember that. Next, smack dab in the middle of Claudia Tunnel. From there, it's near the first bridge. Okay. And finally, in front of Lestian Fortress. Here, here, here. These is where I need to place the devices.
Okay, I got that all down. So, do we need to set them up on the ground?
I'm afraid it isn't quite that easy. You'll need to insert the sensor needle into the ground at the right angle, and also tune the antenna. An antenna? A transmission device, you mean? So these devices will transmit the information gathered to another location. Ha! You're sharp! The antenna will send the data to the circulating orbment, the cable, so we can easily analyze the septium veins movements. With the cable, we can monitor all 3 locations at once.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool, I guess. Will you be coming with us to help set this stuff up, Professor?
No, I need to prepare the cable for all this. Tita knows what to do. She can go with you.
I get to work with Estelle again. Alrighty, Tita's with her weight in mirror anyway. You have no complaints, right?
With a look like that? No. Just don't daydream too much while fiddling with the machine's short stuff. Feel like we left you to it. Wouldn't even notice the monsters until they're actually in their mouths.
I got you, meanie. But you'd save me if that happened, right?
Brat.
Tita, cuteness 1, I got 0.
Well then, I need to start tuning the cable. Once you've placed all the measuring instruments, head to the operations room for the central factory.
Will do. Work hard, Grandpa.
There he goes. We better be careful. He was a target last time.
So, we need to get all these set up before the next earthquake. Let's get to it.
Whoa, before that. Our group here is getting a little crowded. Might be a good idea to keep someone here as backup. Make sure we don't all go walking around with an army. Your combat party may only be made up of 4 people. From here on out, when the time comes for a form of party, you may choose members aside from any story mandated members. That makes sense. It's so hard to choose. And the other thing too is, like, I'm guessing that if you don't have a party member with you, they don't level up, which is kind of scary. But I'm gonna take you because we need a healer. Well then, I shall while away my time upstairs. Should you require a genius's help, you need but say the word. Reserve party members will be on the 2nd floor of the local guild house. By speaking with them, you may swap them out with any party members who aren't mandatory.
Should be okay then. Let's see if we need to set up instruments in the tunnels, in the North Plains, and in front of Lestian Fortress. Is there any order we should tackle that in?
I shall leave that to your judgment. I will, however, contact Lestian ahead of you. If we explain our circumstances, I cannot imagine it will take issue with our gathering data in front of their gate.
Good idea.
Time to move out then. Tita, keep up.
Okay.
Aw, she's so cute. And missions. Yes, there are new ones. Look at that, number 2 here. So part search. So orbit parts have gone missing in the central factory, recruiting persons to help search. For details, visit Eric and Central Factory 1st floor maintenance deck. Eliminating the Peeping Tom. Oh, that sounds terrifying. Maple Leaf Inn. Recently, we had rumors of a Peeping Tom around the open baths at the Elmo Hot Springs. I'd like someone to come to Elmo when they have some time. For in details, inquire at the front desk of the Maple Leaf Inn. Trait Plains Monsters 2. A dangerous monster, a Yaka, has been sighted on the Trash Plains. Bracers affiliated with the branch are asked to respond immediately to this threat. I have a note: monster specializing in blood-sucking attacks has high recovery abilities. Ugh. Soldat Army Road Monster. A dangerous monster, Blood Saber, has been sighted on the Soldat Army Road. Bracers affiliated with the branch are asked to respond immediately to the threat. Will roar before dying. That roar invigorates its allies. Gotcha. Okay. Also, I need to see, because I want to check if Tita... I want to give her the barrel attachment. And yeah, I should have. Okay, so I'm gonna go I'm gonna take everything off of Oliver, and we're going to. I like how literally it's like I have to have Tita and Agat. Like it's perfectly reasonable at that, but I still think it's funny that I have to have that. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure how happy I am with this, but I did get some interesting stuff with Tita. She's not gonna have a whole lot of EP to cast. I might try and level up her device a bit for it, but that's because with her high yellows, which are space elements, I was able to get a combo by getting with the high yellows and a decent red. Not only was I able to get the standard basic fires, but the Fireball EX, which is pretty cool. I even tried to get Agat to replicate it, but because he's got such limited tracks on his Ouroboros, he actually can't build up the same like amount of charges that I would need for it. So Tita's gonna have that just so I have access to that Firebolt EX. Everything else is the same for Estelle and Chloe. Yeah, so pretty solid. Equipment's pretty good. I think I'm gonna go buy her because I think I can get Tita the better gun at the store, and I might check some other, like, see if there's anything else I can get. And yeah, just kind of get all that done, and then we're gonna go get some of those missions started. I don't think we're gonna do a whole lot of them because there's been a lot of like conversing, but it's good to kind of get a good feel of what we're gonna be doing. Welcome to the Central Factory Maintenance Desk. Are you looking for something?
I see the one looking for us.
Me looking for... Wait!
Ah, you guys are bracers then.
Yeah, we saw your request on the board.
Thanks for coming. I really am in a bit of a fix. Anyway, do you have any time to hear about the problem? Yeah, sure. To get right to it, it sounds like you're looking for something.
Yes, I'm looking for some small orbment parts. I was going around checking to see if the equipment in here was unharmed, and I guess they all spilled out of the hole in my pocket when I was moving around.
You had a hole in your pocket? Yeah, that'd do it.
Yeah, this is totally my mistake. I knew it was starting to tear, but well, I was freaking out when the earthquake happened. I just stuffed them in my pocket without thinking. So they fell out while you were walking around. I see. I think I get the situation. So the job is to find those parts. Yes, that's right. But many orb parts are very small. Searching for them sounds like it could be quite the task.
Now you mention it, it does sound like a pain.
Yeah, I think so too. But fear not, I have a secret weapon for you.
A secret weapon?
Please use this. Metal detector.
What's this?
So it's a bit of an oddball metal detector we've invented. A metal detector can pinpoint specific metals. In other words, you can select a specific material to search for.
That does sound pretty incredible, but what does it have to do with the job?
A lot, actually, of course.
I think I get it. If we set it to search for just the right kind of metals used in the parts.
So it'll only respond to the parts, then.
Okay, so that's how it works.
Yes, exactly. Get close to something that looks promising, then use the detector. If there are any parts, there should be some kind of response.
Yeah, got it.
The machine will help, but we'd like to cut down the area we have to search, too. When you dropped the parts, do you remember where you'd been? I was in the workshop on the 3rd floor, at the lab on the 4th floor. I've already checked the elevator and hallways. So please, just focus your search on those 2 rooms. 3rd floor workshop and the lab on the 4th floor. Alright, got it. I think there should be about 8 parts that I lost. If you could find at least half, that'd be a big help.
We'll do our best. If we find any parts, we'll come back here.
Yes, please do. I'll ask you to return the detector then. Got any other info? Or not? If not, we'll be going. Yeah, there's one more thing. Give the lab on the 4th floor a real one-over. I played with Antion while I was up there for a bit. I'm sure I probably dropped a bunch of parts there.
Antion? You mean the cat living in the factory?
Yeah, that Antion. Antioni. He can be pretty cute, but this time I'm kind of annoyed with him. Well, I mean, I'm not trying to blame him, but I'm sure I lost a lot of parts playing with him.
Now I feel kind of bad for Antion.
Well, let's get moving. Good luck, I'm counting on you guys.
Roger that, we'll be back when we find something.
Before we do anything, I'm looking up and I'm going to save a guide. I think I already did, but if not, I'm going to make sure I have it. I'm going to talk to the cat and I'm going to actually understand what the heck he's saying. As usual, the internet is very helpful. I was able to find it out. So, let us proceed. 3rd floor and 4th floor. Hi, everyone. Looks like you're busy on the job again? Man, it must be tough bringing a bracer. Alright, let's see. Let's get to the item, and it's in the... not fish. Okay. Gosh, this is gonna take a while. I'm gonna just fast forward to the next time we find something for you guys, because this is just gonna be a nightmare. Ah, got one. Receive ornament parts. Response in the vicinity. So I'm kind of close, but not quite. Up. That's 2. That's good that it gives me a, like, you're kind of close detector. I was worried about that. So that's very nice. Very nearby. Three. Okay, I'm guessing that's gonna be everything here. Alright. Let's go to the 4th floor. To the lab. Where's the cat? Oh, the cat's not here. Oh, is that Tito over there? You look as busy as always.
Yep. I'm helping Grandpa out again.
Man, Professor Russell sure is blessed to have an assistant like you. Unlike my assistant. Ah, enough of complaining. Tita, pardon me. Can you go back to work? You can go back to work.
Okay, bye, Ray.
Alright. Has he been eating tomatoes? Aha! He was eating tomatoes. Beautiful. God, you have to be like on top of it. Aha. I think that's 6. Alright. What should I say to my next theme? I can't just stay helping Ray forever. I wasted too much time. I ended up turning into his assistant. And he doesn't like you, so you probably should get a new job. Okay, let's see. Like, maybe I'm just spinning my wheels here. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's one more. Come on, we can do this. We can get the last one. Wait, the cat. I bet the cat has the last one. Where is it? There you are. Meow. Okay, so what's this meow? With a dash, not a tilde. Yes, meow. So we meet again, fleshy thing. Yes, ornament parts.
Oh, would you look at that? Antion, you sneaky little cat, you're carrying one of the parts.
That one would have been easy to miss.
Come to think of it, Eric said he played with him for a bit. Maybe he found the part and carried it back with him. I think so, but for him to bring it with him, man.
Magnon? Let's see. No dash, so it's just a magnon. Magnon with a question mark. What did you say, oh hairless one? An expression of reproach.
Sorry, Antony. We have to take your toy away. But get Eric to make it up to you. See you later, Antion.
Nyaon. So 1 tilde, nyaon. Goodbye. It's so nice having that translation. Wasn't that such an interesting medicine to say Dagat, remember? It was very interesting, so I tried to analyze it, but I couldn't figure out how it worked in the slightest. Modern medicine, medical science still has a long way to go. That is interesting. But the church, like, a church is a really great capsule for keeping traditions without remembering the original purpose of them. Which is a big thing for like, society as a whole. Alright, Doc. Hey everyone, did you find any parts?
It's going okay, I guess. Right now we'll report what we got.
Reporting about the finding 8 parts. Wait, did you really find all 8 parts?
Oh, did we get them all?
Incredible! I totally given up! Anyway, if you could get the parts in the detector. Hand it over the metal detector. Hand over all ornament parts. Oh, thank you so much. I didn't think all the parts would be found.
I'm glad we could help find them for you. Will this be enough for the job?
Oh yes, of course. Kinda feel bad making you go this far. Alright. That reminds me, I had that... Here, please, take this. It may not be much, but think of it as a symbol of my sincere and super relieved thanks. I received a buzzer.
Wow, thank you.
Are you sure we can have it? Yes, don't worry about it. You really saved my butt. Anyway, thanks again for today. Thank you guys. I should be able to catch up on the work I was doing.
That's good, but you really should fix the hole in your pocket.
Yeah, I probably should. Guess I'd better find that sewing kit.
If you need any help with anything, just contact the guild. We'll arrive anytime, thread and needle in hand.
Thank you for your thoughtfulness. Anyway, thanks again for today. Hope to see you again. You can leave the thread and needle behind, though. Yeah, next time.
Well, later.
Part search complete. Alright, I actually want to see, because there was, I want to double check so we got this one down. Where's the time limit thing? Because it said they have different times. I should probably prioritize like the next short-term one quickly. But we did the first, so okay. Let me go double check real quick, because I might be going to Elmo. So I might decide to do that next. Yeah, alright. We're gonna go to Elmo next. Just because we don't want to pass time on accident when it's very likely to be over very quickly. Alright, I think we're gonna go ahead and end here. I know it's a little bit, I guess, abrupt, but I just realized that the mission at the Elmo Springs is probably gonna be pretty involved. I'm probably gonna talk to a lot of people, and I wanna make sure I do that next, and I don't wanna break that up too much. So why don't we just make sure it's all part of next week's episode? So next week we'll probably do like the rest of these tying up missions where we're going to go and be placing the sensors and doing these side quests and probably hitting the tower. So yeah, expect the next episode to be a lot of combat and kind of rigmarole through that. I just don't want to accidentally miss it. I don't think I can progress time until I do like the main quest. But again, I'm going to be traveling around doing this, putting down the sensors while doing other quests. And so I really just want to make sure I do the short-term quest line just to make sure I don't accidentally like expire it. Because what if I put down one sensor and it triggers like the next phase, and that technically kills it. So we're gonna go ahead and just do that. But all in all, very, very happy with this. That was a very effective episode. The hunting for the ornament pieces didn't actually take as long as I expected, which is really good. And then yeah, we got the earthquakes, and we have the man in black, and like the open like chest hair sticking out type of situation, which I'm sure is just gonna be super fun to look at. Ugh. And we'll just get to all that next time. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for being a part of the channel. And I hope you're looking forward to the coming week and weekend and all that good stuff. We're really rolling into spring officially now, so that's always exciting. Heck, it's a new anime season, so I'm going to see what series I'm going to try and make time for. Of course, lately it's hard for me to find time to do something like that, so I've been sticking to like 1 or 2 series at most. But it's always nice to see something like a fresh batch come through, and I think Konosuba's getting a new episode, a new season, so that'll be exciting. Haven't watched a good Konosuba in a long time, so it'll be good to come back to that one. Anyway, enough about all that. Thank you so much, especially to the patrons and members who support the channel directly. You are making the stream a reality. I'm so grateful to each and every one of you, and hopefully we'll have a spicy patron cast coming up for you in the near future. And yeah, there's some pretty big life events coming up too, so I'm sure I'll talk about that in the patron cast, so keep an eye out for that. But to anyone who's even watching this, especially if you're still watching this, thank you so much. It makes such a difference for me. Watching the content, like comments, likes, all of it makes such a big difference, especially for a channel my size, so thank you so much. You're making my day and my week and my life. Like, it's so nice to know that there are people who enjoy this, and so I appreciate you for showing that, and I hope I can continue to make content that makes you want to come back and watch more. So thank you, and until the next video, watching me up and see me in next. I'll see you there.